hear about rhetoric. I think the rhetoric of Black Lives Matter from the founding of the global network is a huge problem. And I really wish that Black people would call them out on it. One of their mission statements was to destroy the nuclear family. It was on their website. They removed it. The defunding of police. Can I finish the point?
No,
the defunding of police. I think you can you just rebut me right after I finish the point? The rhetoric of defunding the police was another crucial point that hurt Black communities. Because when you have less police in these Black communities that need it the most, we see crime that spiked out of control. A survey was done, and most Black people in the inner city said that they want more or the same amount of police coverage because they need help. So some of the rhetoric that came from Black Lives Matter was detrimental, and it has results.
A lot of people, Dominique, have had an issue with the mission statement of Black Lives Matter.
But that's not up to you. Start your own organization, right?
No, what we're saying is,
I get to choose what the mission statement is. If I'm the Trump Foundation and I say my mission statement is to buy portraits of the president, you and I, Tammy, we don't get to decide that. That's when you go and you found your own organization. And to say that the Black Lives Matter movement has had no positive impact on Black people and our rights, it's just ridiculous.
I think the mission statement I'm referring to, though, is the mission statement that Brandon suggested when he said the demise of the Black family. And you said, no, that's not true.
That's not true. That's a right-wing talking point.
No, it was on their website.
It's never been about the demise of the Black family. They're very clear. It's to end state-sanctioned violence. It's a talking point because Black Lives Matter has been embracing and welcoming of LGBTQ plus people, of non-traditional nuclear families, and so the right wing has seized upon that. But if you have been to any Black Lives Matter events, you know there's lots of support for the nuclear family and every other kind of family.
Well, on their website,
what they're fighting for are mostly families who have lost murdered loved ones.
On their website, they talked about the breakdown of the nuclear family, and we all know what the nuclear family means. We need fathers in the home. That is a big problem across the country, and especially in the inner cities of the Black community. You don't get to just say, I can say one thing on my website, and then I'm out in the public claiming that I'm representing Black people all over the country, all over the world. They have not changed. There is no
that said anything.
There is no legislation that have been passed since Black Lives Matter has been in a organization that have benefited Black people. They have done. There is no legislation that have affected Black people.
There's measures all across the country being passed by that momentum.
Give me an example.
Changing its definition of when deadly force is acceptable by police officers.
Give me an example.
Directly from Measure J, the certification of police officers being able to be removed if they are problematic. The establishment of databases in local municipalities.
Can I speak to this? You're talking about an executive order by President Joe Biden. Executive order by President Joe Biden. The president cannot force municipalities to participate. On the White House website, it says that he encouraged municipalities to report. They don't have to report. Also, none of the measures that Biden has put into place or any of these organizations would have saved George Floyd's life, would have saved Michael Brown's life, would have saved any of these Black people. As a former police officer, I'm trying to inform that these policies that they're pushing are political policies. They don't have a real effect. Banning no-knock warrants wouldn't have saved Breonna Taylor's life because they didn't conduct the no-knock warrant at Breonna Taylor's house. Banning chokeholds wouldn't have saved George Floyd's life because it is already illegal to put your knee on someone's neck until they pass away. So it's a virtue signal from politicians. I don't care if it's from the right or the left. These things are not applicable in real life policing. You can tell a police officer or police department that they have to put the record of police officers on a database. That still does not address the issue of police officers going rogue as police officers on duty. So again, it does not address.
There's accountability. If the things are illegal, there's accountability. And I want to add to the impact of Black Lives Matter, they're not the only ones that got a whole bunch of money. The NAACP, the ACLU, all of these organizations got tens of millions of dollars because people wanted to make a difference. It didn't all go to Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, although there is now even more of a movement of the grassroots Black Lives Matter, which really is Black Lives Matter, demanding accountability from the Global Network Foundation, just as all of us are.
I think we deserve better. That's all I'm saying. I think we deserve better because the awareness about Breonna Taylor didn't change anything. No officer got arrested in that situation. Like, I wish that we could come up with better solutions that can actually affect change. And I think a lot of that is going to come
from the movement. You can help.
I think that I do have I started Blexit. Me and Candace Owens started Blexit. And we have chapters all over the country. We have 41 chapters now. We help out in the inner city communities. We donated to businesses that were burned down in these Black Lives Matter riots. Hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of black businesses that were destroyed. So our organization has done that. I'm not saying that we're supposed to do everything, but I think we deserve better. I really want to see young black men not in the streets being killed by police or by other young black men. And I feel like some of these organizations are taking our money and they're telling us what we want to hear, but we do not see a change in police. We have not seen a change in unarmed men getting shot by police. And the only way we're going to see that change, I think, is internally when we go in our own communities and not wait on the government, not wait on somebody's organization, and we start introducing good behavior to our young people.